What is list in Python? List in Python is a collection of items which is ordered and changeable. List is denoted by square brackets in Python. Let's say we have item 1 which is red, item 2 which is yellow, item 3 which is green, item 4 which is blue. Now if I want these items to be used as a list in Python, I have to enclose them within a square brackets. So these are the square brackets. So these items inside the square brackets are now elements of this list. So red is the element 1 and yellow is the element 2, green is the element 3, blue is the element 4. So if I want to store them in a variable, I have to use a equal sign and then I have to name the variable. So my variable name here is colors. So this is the variable name. Here this equal sign is called assign. It is not called as equal to. It is called as assign here. Assign. So now so this equal sign here is called assign. So this equal sign will assign these values which are here, these values in a variable, in my variable which is colors. So whenever if I want to call this list, I have to call this variable. So if I write print and inside the print function, if I mention this variable, it will call this list. Now let's see in practical how to print this list. Here in PyCharm, if I take the items as green and red and blue and purple, and if I enclose them inside a list, inside a square brackets, so now they will be treated as a list. So if I want this list to be printed, so I have to store this list in a variable. So I will use a assign operator and my variable name which is colors. So now this list is inside this variable which is colors. So if I want to print this list, I have to print with the help of variable. So I will use the print function and I will call the variable colors. So here it will give me my output as the list. So if I run this program, the output will be my list. Now I don't want to print the list as it is. I want to print the specific element. So to print the specific element, I have to refer to the index number. So for example, here is my list, and to print the specific element, I have to remember the index number. So here is the index number 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the index number. So if I want to print the specific element for example green, I have to refer to the index number which is 1. So while printing the list in square brackets, I will refer to the index number 1. So this print statement will give me the output as green. You can also refer the index number by using negative indexing. So which is -1, -2, -3 and -4. So now also if you want to print the element green, you have to refer to the index number which is -3. So here print, and in square brackets I am referring to the index number -3. It will give me my output as green. Here in PyCharm, I have a list which is stored in a variable colors. So if I want to print the specific element, I have to refer to the index number which I have to write in square brackets. So I have to print square brackets here, and inside square brackets I have to mention the index number. So either I can mention here 1, which is for green, or -3, which is also for green. So if I run this program for 1 and also for -3, so print in brackets colors and in square brackets -3, they both give me my output as green. So if I run this program, it will give me my output as green. It is because the index number 1 here is referring to this green, and -3 is also referring to this green item. So it will give me my output as green. You can specify a range of indexes by specifying where to start and where to end the range. When specifying a range, the return output value will be a new list with the specified items. So for example, here is my list, and I want the new list which contains the elements red, green and yellow. So I want the new list as red, green and yellow. So I have to specify the start index, which will be 0, and the end index, and remember the end index will not take itself, so I will take end index plus 1. So I will go till 3. So if I print, I will use the print statement to print these quantities. So for example, these. So here the start element is 0 and the end element is 3 and the end index is 3. So the output will be red, green and yellow. For another example, let's take another list. From this list, I want the output as green, yellow and purple. So I will give the start index as 1 and the end index as 4. So my output will be green, yellow, purple. So this will be my output. We have a list here. So from this list, I have to print only red, green and blue in the form of the new list. So I will write print and I will call the variable which is colors, and in square brackets I will mention 0 and 3. So start index is 0, colon end index is 3. So if I run this program, it will print red, green and blue. For another example, if I want the output as green, blue and yellow, I will write print and I will call the variable which is colors, and in square brackets I will mention the start index. So for green it is 1 and the end index, so I want yellow, so I will give the index plus 1. So I will give the index of pink, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which is 4. So it will give me my output as green, blue, yellow in a new list. So if I run this program, it will give me my desired output. The range of negative indexes is same as of the range of positive indexes, but here you have to start the search from the end of the list. So for example, here is my list and you have to print from red to yellow. It is same as the positive indexing, but you will give the negative indexing here. So here the start is -4 and the end is -1. So my starting index is -4 and my ending index is -1. Remember that -1 will not include itself. So my output will be red, green and yellow. For another example, here is my list in which I have to print from green to purple. So I will take the start index as -1 and the end index as -2. So -2 will not include itself. So my start index is -5 and the end index is -2. So my output will be green, yellow and purple. So the concept of negative indexes is same as of the positive indexes. So here is my list and I want a new list as output in which I want items as red and green only. So I will write print and in brackets I will call my variable which is colors. Then in square brackets I will mention the indexing, the start index which is 0, colon and the end index which will be 2 because 2 will not take itself. So the output will be red and green. So if I run this program, my output will be red and green. In another example, if I want the output as from blue to pink, so I want a new list in which I want items such as blue, yellow, pink. I will write print and I will call the variable which is colors, and in square brackets I will mention the start index and the end index. So starting index will be 0, 1, 2. So starting index will be 2, colon, and the end index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 will not take itself. Okay, I want pink. So I will take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will take the last index as 5. So here 5 will not take itself. So it will give me my output as blue, yellow and pink. So it will give me my desired output. Now, if you want to change the value of a specific item, you have to refer to the index number. So for example, here is my list and here is the index number. So if I want to change the element yellow and I want to replace it with purple, I have to refer to index number 1. So I will write variable with the index number with the equal sign and the new element which I want to assign. The new element is purple. So it will replace the yellow and it will put the new element purple. So if I want to print the list here, it will give me my new list in which yellow is replaced by purple. So here is my list, and if I want to replace yellow with purple, so the index number of red is 0, the index number of green is 1, the index number of blue is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here I want to replace yellow which is in 3 index and I want purple instead. So I will write variable name which is colors, and in square brackets I will mention in which index I want my new element. So index number is 3 and my new element name is purple, P-U-R-P-L-E, purple. So now if I print my list, so list is in variable colors. So if I run this program, it will give me my output, my new output, in which yellow is replaced by purple. You can loop through the given items by using a for loop. So for example, this is my list here. So I am writing for I in colors. So what is happening here? All the items in colors variable are going in I. So I is a new variable here. So all the items in color variable are going in I one by one. And print function is printing the I one at a time. So here you have to remember the intending. So if I want to say that print I is under for loop, so I will use the intent for that. So what is the output for this? So the output will be like red, purple, green and blue. Here is my list of colors. So if I want to print the list using for loop, I will write for I in colors colon enter. It will automatically give me my intent. So here I will write print and in brackets I will call I. So here if I run this program, it will give me my desired output, which is red, green, blue and yellow. If you want to find any item in your list, you have to use the in keyword. So suppose that here is my list and I want to find yellow in it. So I will write if yellow in colors. So I am finding my yellow in a variable, or you can say in my list, which is colors. So if it is present, it will print my desired output. So it will print my print function and says yes, yellow is present in colors list. If yellow is not found in the list, it will not print anything. So you have to also remember the intent here. So if I run this program with the print function, it will give me my output as yes, yellow is present in color list. Here is my list, and from this list I have to find whether blue color or whether blue element, or you can also say blue item, is present in my list or not. I will write if blue in colors colon, and I will print any statement here. So with the help of print function, print yes, blue is present. So if I run this program, it will give me my output as yes, blue is present. So for example, if I write an item which is not present, for example purple, and if I run this program, it will not give me any answer, because if statement becomes false at this time. To determine how many items are present in your list, you have to use the len function. So here for example, this is my list. In this list I have my element 1, element 2, element 3 and element 4. So in total we have 4 elements here. So if I use the print function here with the len function, so this len function will give me the total number of items present in my list. So this will give me my output as 4. Here is my list, and in this list, if I want to find the total number of items, I will write print In brackets I will call the len function len, and again in round brackets I will call my variable which is colors. So if I run this program, it will give me my output as 4 because there are total number of 4 elements here, 1 2 3 4. So this will give me my output as, here is my list, and in this list if I want to find the total number of items, I will write print in brackets I will call the len function len, and again in round brackets I will call my variable which is colors. So if I run this program, it will give me my output as 4 because there are total number of 4 elements here, 1 2 3 4. So this will give me my output as 4. To add an item at the end of the list, you have to use the append method. So here is my list, and I want to append an element which is pink here. So I will write colors is my variable, dot append method, and inside the brackets I will mention my new element. So this pink will be appended. I will be goes at the end of the list. So it will be go at the end of my list here. So this pink will become my element 4 here. Here is my list, and in this list I want to append purple at the end of the list. So I will write colors dot append method, and in brackets I will mention my new element which is, for example, purple. So now if I print my list, print colors, it will give me the new list if I run this program, and in this list purple is appended at the end. To add an item at the specified index, we have to use the insert method. So in insert method we will write colors dot insert, and we have to mention in which index I have to insert my new element. So I have to insert purple, which is my new element, in the index 1. So yellow and green will be shifted towards right to make the space for purple, and purple will be inserted at the desired position. So now we have total of 4 elements. Here is my list, and in this list I want to insert pink at position 2. So I will write colors dot insert. At first I will mention the index number, so here 2, and then I will insert the new element, so which is pink. And if I print the variable now, print, and I print the list which is in variable colors, so it will give me my output in which pink is inserted at position 2. The remove method removes the specified item from the list. So here is my list, and from this list I want to remove green. So I will write colors dot remove method, and in bracket I will mention the element which I want to remove. So green will be removed from this list, and blue will be shifted towards the left. Here's my list, and from this list I want to remove blue. So I will write colors dot remove, and inside brackets I will mention the element to be removed. So I will write blue here. So if now I print the list, so print colors, and if I run this program, it will give me my output, but blue color will not be present there. So this blue color is not here. The pop method will remove the specified item, or it will remove the last item if the index is not specified. So in this, if I write colors.pop and if I not mention any index number inside the bracket, it will remove the last index by default. So in this, it will remove the blue item. So the blue color will be gone. So here in my list, first of all, I want to remove blue. So blue is in 0, 1, 2, 3. So blue is in index 2. So I will write colors dot pop, in brackets I will mention 2, and if I print the list now, print colors, and if I run this program, it will give me my output, but blue will not be present there. So blue element is not in my output now. And if I remove this indexing here, so pop will by default remove the last element, which is yellow. So if I run this program, it will now remove the last element, which is yellow. So yellow is not present in the output now. You can also use the del keyword to remove the specified item from the list. So here I have index number 0, 1, 2, 3. So in this list I have to remove the index number 1. So I have to remove purple from here. So for that I will write del followed by variable name, which is colors, and inside the square brackets I will mention by index number, which is 1 here. So it will remove purple from the list, and green and blue will be shifted towards the left. You can also use the same del keyword to remove the complete list. So in this example, I want to remove the complete list and I want to remove the variable also. So I will write del followed by the variable name. It will remove the variable name and also the list. So if I now run the program with the help of print statement, so I will write print and in bracket I will mention the variable name, but remember we have deleted the variable name. So it will give me the output as error. So it will give me error as name error, and name color is not defined. So here in my list, if I want to remove green element, I will write del followed by variable name, which is colors, and in square brackets I will mention the index number. So what is the index number of green? So index number of green is 1. So index number of green is 1 here. So I will mention this 1 in this bracket. So I will write 1 here, and if I now print the variable, which is color, colors, now if I run this program, it will give me my output, but green color will not be present there in my list. And if I want, if I want to remove this whole list completely with variable, I will only mention the variable name. and not the indexing. So now if I run this program, it will give me my error. Why error? Because this color, this variable is being removed. So this print statement will generate error because it is unable to call this variable colors because it has been deleted. The clear method is used to empty the whole list. So here, if I want to empty my color list, I will write colors. So color here is my variable dot clear, which is method name, and it will remove all the elements from the list. So now my list will become empty. Here, if I want my list to be empty, I will write colors dot clear, and now if I print the variable colors and if I run this program, it will generate a blank list. One of the easiest way to join two lists is by using the plus operator. So suppose that here is my variable 1 and I have variable 2. So variable 1 is color 1 and variable 2 is color 2. So if I now add color 1 plus color 2, so if I write color 1 plus color 2 and store them in a new variable which is color, and now if I print the new variable color, it will generate my output as it will first display color 1 elements and it will join color 2 elements in color 1. So it will first display color 1 and it will join color 2 elements beside color 1. On the other hand, if I write color 2 first and color 1 on the second position, so like this, and again store them in a new variable color, and if I try to print color here, it will first display color 2 elements and beside color 2 elements it will write color 1 element. So the output will be like first color 2 elements and then color 1 elements. So this is how we join two lists, or we can join several lists. So if I have three lists, for example color 1, color 2, color 3, I just have to write color 1 plus color 2 plus color 3 and store them in a new variable to print. So here I have two lists. So first variable is color 1 and second variable is color 2. So now I am taking third variable, a new variable color, and this new variable I am adding color 1 plus color 2, and if I now print this new variable which is color, and if I run this program now, it will give me my output, but it is joining color 1 and it is joining color 2. On the other hand, if I write color 2 first and color 1 on the second position, and now if I run this program, it will first display color 2 elements and then it display color 1 elements like this. It is also possible to use the list constructor to make the list. So for example, here is my list constructor. So here, if inside the list constructor, if I mention my set will be converted to list. And also inside the list constructor, if I mention my tuple will get converted to list. So if I write print colors, so the output will be like in the form of the list. Here inside the list constructor, I have a tuple. So this tuple will get converted to list. So this tuple will get converted to list. So if I run this variable, if I print this variable, print in bracket colors, and if I run this program, it will give me my output in the form of list. So this tuple is get converting into list, and I am getting the output in the form of list. Suppose I am mentioning a set here. So this set, if I run this program, so this set is also getting converted to list, and it will print my list as a result. So the list converter will convert set, tuple, or anything in the form of list. Thank you all for seeing this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Jai Hind.